Yo, yo, yo. What's up, everybody? Good morning. Good day. I hope your weekend's going well. It's Sunday, man. We got another day of it. Another day of that weekend to soak it up, baby, before Monday's back. I hope it's going well for you guys. Yeah, sorry, yesterday was a quick stream day for us. Just one of those things, man. One of those things. It happens from time to time. But we're back. We're back and we're ready for action. Should be some Dead Space Day 4. Yeah, getting back into the Dead Space action. Maybe a little Shadowline to finish the day on, you know, as we do sometimes. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. See how we're feeling towards the end of the day and how long we decide to go on the Dead Space stuff. But before we can get to that, you know what we got to do. Let's get over there and get into this video gaming news stuff. All right, let's go. Oh, dude, I'm stun locked by an eyelash, I think. Oh, dude. I think we got it. Let's go. I think we got it. I'm tired. That job is good, though. Let's see what we have. Two classic Mario Party games coming to Switch. Cool. Mario Party games are awesome. Yeah. Okay. Let's kill this music. My bad. Let's go ahead and knock that out. We'll knock that out. There we go. There we go. Keep it moving. We've talked enough about Netflix right now, what they're up to. I'm not going to dive back into it until we get something new on that front. We've seen it. Looks like multiple Digimon games are teased, huh? Let's see what's going on there. Some good old Digimon. We read about Kerbal yesterday. We talked about all the Silent Hill stuff the past couple of days as well, so I'm not going to dive into that. Beast Wars. Transformers Beast Wars game, huh? I feel like we read something about that a while back. Let's see what they got. 10 great games available on PlayStation Plus this month. Let's see what there is. Some lucky fans will get to play Sims 5 next week. What? That's wild. Should you buy early access games on Steam? We can take a look at this article. This is what I'm going to say. Just before we even look at this article, I think that quite often what you'll find with early access titles is you will either be able to find titles in early access for free or at a cheaper price, sometimes a much cheaper price, in early access than they will be whenever they actually go full release. And if you find them to be very enjoyable and games that you're going to continue to play, it is usually well worth investing in those. Gamer, what's up, dude? Uh, in early access. But on the flip side of that, there are going to be occasions where an early access game on Steam is going to cost a moderate amount of money and doesn't end up turning into anything better than its current state. And therefore means you're not going to get what you're expecting to get out of the game on full release. And that's going to feel like maybe a loss on the monetary side of things for what you paid in the game, expecting it to evolve moving forward. You know, so I think it pays to be a little bit, you know, be decisive in that on that front. You know, take a hard look at how much you think that game is really going to evolve in something better, and if you think it's already worth the money, then you know it's absolutely worth the purchase. You know, especially if it's going to end up being more on full release than what you would pay for it in early access. But we'll take a look at what that article has to say. Oh man, good coffee. All right, let's go look at our other search real quick. I love seeing this kind of stuff. All confirmed GTA 6 gameplay details. Dude, this game's not even coming out until like 2024, probably. You know, something like that. And this is like speculation, you know. Even if there was confirmed stuff from Rockstar about gameplay details, what that was going to involve, any of that should be taken with a grain of salt because it can all change leading up to the actual release of the game, which is still quite a ways away. Wait, what? Gotham Knights Bruce Wayne stripper video goes viral? Oh, this is going to probably be good. Switch Online Surprise gives subscribers extra perks. Okay. All right, buddy. Cool. Sorry you're not feeling well, man. Shoot for tomorrow. We'll shoot for tomorrow. Um, I didn't really have time to prepare for anything different today because I was so busy yesterday too. So we'll just mess around, probably play Shatterline and stuff. Um, so, but I will take today to make sure I have some other stuff lined up in case tomorrow doesn't go as planned. I'll make sure I have like Cultic lined up for tomorrow just in case. Um, and I'll start working on getting Outlast set up too. Yeah. It's random vote time. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you letting me know. Random vote time, guys. Looking for that Phil's birthday, man. Oh, sorry you're not feeling well, dude. Let's change up this title. Mm. Okay. We'll rock. We'll roll with that. We'll just do that. So tomorrow, we'll just start playing it like this. Tomorrow will be cultic if for some reason Tinwin's not able to hop in for the Dead Space 3 continuation. And then I will work on having the Outlast games ready to roll after that. I don't like breaking up gameplays really. So I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes moving forward. It just is what it is. Sometimes when the co-op playthroughs happen, it's just going to be a thing, I guess. So okay. All right. All right. We'll keep pushing. Let's get this news done. Let's get this news done. Oh, I pulled a muscle in my back yesterday. I've got this same spot, dude, right behind my shoulder blade. Like if I ever pull a muscle in my back, it's the same spot, dude. It feels so good. Not really. What? A Dune TV series? Really? I mean, that's not gaming news, but I hadn't heard they were making a Dune TV series. Mortal Kombat Onslaught will be a collectible role-playing game. Is this? Are we talking about like a yeah, like more of a mobile title? All right, we'll take a look though. Mm. We've already heard about Funko Fusion. Yeah, Tintin Games. This is supposed to be like a little battle. Uh, Platform battler kind of game, I guess in the same realm as at least what we've heard previously was in the same realm of what you would see maybe out of multiverses or uh, a game games such as that, you know. So I'm not going to dive into that. We already kind of know that that was in development and it's coming. Wait, F-122, Rogue Lords, and Journey to the Savage Planet are among the free-to-play days this year. All right, we'll see what that's about. Let's stick with that. Let's stick with that. Let's get with these articles, and that'll be our news for the day. Unless somebody else has something that they have come across that we should talk about. All right. You can always let me know in chat. What a wonderful surprise. Crayon Shin-chan influencer package received. What? Bro, is this what I clicked on? I don't remember clicking on this. All right. F-22, Rogue Lords, and Journey to the Savage Planet are among the free-to-play days this year. This weekend, Xbox Stay Gold and Xbox Sports Go Final members can play F-122, Rogue Lords, and Journey to the Savage Planet from Thursday, October 20th at 12:01 a.m. PDT until Sunday, October 23rd at 11:59 p.m. PDT. The right way to start taking part in an event. On Xbox.com's individual sport particulars webpage, you can discover and set up video games. You'll then be taken to Microsoft's the Microsoft retailer, where you'll need to be signed in to see the option to add to your Xbox Stay Gold or Xbox Sport Go Final membership. To obtain on console, click on the subscriptions tab within the Xbox retailer and enter the Gold member space to find the free play days assortment in your Xbox One and Xbox Sequence XS. F-122, most people know what that game is. Race for supreme speed. Through this free play weekend, those who desire to experience an F1 driver's glitch will be able to create their very own racing future, play with buddies in multiplayer mode, and immerse themselves in F1 life. Rogue Lords. Rogue Lords is the primary roguelike game in which you play as the Satan. The Satan. Recruit a group of well-known evil geniuses, such as Dracula, the Headless Horseman, Bloody Mary, and Baron Samedi. Construct their set of abilities and create synergies to face any silly mortals you may encounter in your method. Journey to the Savage Planet, a very well-known game. This weekend is the appropriate time to explore the Savage Planet. You're the latest employee of the fourth greatest interstellar exploration company in the universe. Profession objectives: strive to not die. You do have a powerful 3D printer that may transform area trash into cool gadgets you'll need to use. You'll discover out. Don't miss out on these exciting Xbox Stay Gold and Xbox Sports Go Final member free play days. This is a weirdly written article. But looks like there's some potential games to play for free for a limited amount of time here. Pavelski. The guy's like ageless, dude. It's insane. Yeah, I mean, he's just constantly on on his game. I mean, whether he's scoring or just like setting people up or whatever, the Pavelski dude. Yeah. Yeah, the hat trick ski dude. Yeah, bro. Yeah, well, what I'll say is that, you know, the Habs are doing a great job with the tanking, dude. I mean, shout out to the Habs, bro. What's up, buddy? What's up, dude? Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah. Look, dude, I mean, the thing that's killing us right now, the past couple of games, even last night, is to the penalties, dude. We're taking way too many penalties, man. The game against the Leafs was just absolutely terrifying how many penalties we took. And we took a lot last night, too. I mean, luckily enough, we've got a really good PK. But if you just keep doing that, it wears on the team, you know? And I don't know. We gotta be more disciplined for sure. Gotta be more disciplined. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, dude, what's up, man? Yeah, they are doing good work on the specials. Yeah, I mean, well, here's the thing. Last year we were older. I think this year we've actually got some younger talent in. Um, Last year we looked older. This year we've got a better mix of both vets and some real young guys in too. Outside of who we had last year, like Robertson and Ottinger, obviously those are some younger guys, and we've even got a couple of new young talent that are brought up and everything. So it's a better mix of young and old, which is good. And we look a bit more spry. You know, we look last year. I felt like all year last year, dude, we just looked tired. You know, looked like we were always playing from behind, always struggling to just keep up. You know, and this year it looks a bit different. But it's the beginning of the season. You know, everybody's fresh right now, and we'll see how it stacks up moving forward because we do have some older guys on the team. You know, we've got some vets. But. I think it's good to have a mix of those young guys to feed off of the old experience and stuff like that, you know, and we'll see how it goes. But can the old guys keep up the stamina throughout the entire season? That's the big question for me because we looked really tired last year. So, I don't know. We'll see. But, dude, right now our specials look really good. So, hopefully that trend continues, you know. Yeah. But GG's, dude. It was a good game. It was a good game. Yeah. And I know, dude, I know how brutal it is to watch your team go through that entire rebuild process and everything. So I'm sorry. I do know that's tough. If you guys want more info, did I put this in chat? Yeah, I put that in chat. It was cool getting to watch the game and talk a little bit last night while it was on, though. That was fun. So, Mortal Kombat Onslaught will be a collectible role playing game scheduled for release in 2023. So, this seems like a kind of gotcha esque title here, it seems maybe. Gamers of all age know Mortal Kombat as a fighting game. It is a controversial title because of its gore and violent finishing moves that often end in decapitation. Mortal Kombat Onslaught will be a collectible role-playing game according to the studio and publisher Warner Brothers Games. The new game will be the successor to Mortal Kombat Mobile, which has a huge following, with more than 150 million installs on the iOS and Android platforms. Well, the next Mortal Kombat game will not be the traditional fighting game we know. NetherRealm Studios has announced that it will be Mortal Kombat Onslaught. It will be a spin-off of the fighting game franchise. Mortal Kombat Onslaught will feature a mobile-exclusive cinematic story experience. Players will assemble a team based on characters from the fighting game and unleash them in real-time group combat. Ed Boon, Chief Creative Officer of NetherRealm Studios, describes the new mobile title as a strategic team-based collectible RPG with fast-paced group combat that both new and existing fans can enjoy. He adds that the studio is quote, pushing the boundaries of Mortal Kombat to let players experience the franchise in new ways while still staying true to its visceral core. Warner Brothers Games president David Haddad, Mortal Kombat is a legendary franchise and pop culture phenomenon, and it continues to captivate players in advanced fighting genre on multiple platforms. Looks like it's set for release next year. What this sounds like is a kind of collectible gotcha type. And let's be honest, this is coming from WB, dude. You know what I mean? So, probably some kind of like create a team auto battler situation where you go through a story. There's going to be some kind of like PvP mode. It's this whole like, I mean, this is the very familiar genre of game that you'll see in the mobile market. It's very popular. And it sounds like that's where they're headed with this. We'll see more probably as we get closer to this releasing and more details come out and everything. But that's where it sounds like this is headed. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's all you can really ask. You know where the Habs are right now. You know what I mean? Is evolving that talent, right? Seeing the progression and seeing the evolution of the young guys stepping up and doing better. You know, that's all you could really ask. Oh yeah, dude. And I mean, that's the scare. Anytime you know that you're entering into that rebuild process, right? Anytime you know that your team's entering into that rebuild process, it's like, is this going to be a something that gets dragged out? You know, is this going to take a long time? Am I going to be struggling to watch my team for years? You know, or is this something that's going to you know I'm going to be okay with for a couple few years or whatever, and I'll be able to kind of be okay with it because I can see the progression, and then we'll get back into gear and be competing again fairly soon. It's tough. It's tough, right? Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 Two classic Mario Party games coming to Switch next month. Yo. Mario or Nintendo has announced that two classic Mario Party games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online early next month. A tweet from October 21st, actually, the publisher revealed that Mario Party and Mario Party 2 are the next games to be joining Nintendo 64 Collection via its Switch Online service on November 2nd. Mario Party launched for the Nintendo 64 system in 1999 was the original game that kicked off the popular series. I love Mario Party, dude. We still play it in this household, man. Even back to like Wii versions of the game and stuff. That's why actually like our favorite version that we play right now is the Wii version. But we've got versions on Switch and stuff like that we play just as a family. We just have some fun with. Mario Party 2 was released 1 year later in 2000. This time around featured Bowser bashing board game action with new costumes, adventure boards, and additional mini games. Both titles joined the Building Nintendo 64 collection, which already features games such as Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Star Fox 64, Banjo-Kazooie, and many beloved games from the classic console. Yeah, if you want to play the Nintendo 64 games, you have to subscribe to Switch Online and the expansion pack, which gives users access to online play and access to NES and SNES games, alongside a catalog of Nintendo 64 and Sega Mega Drive games and various expansions for Switch games. So there you go. Mario Party is coming. The first two Mario Party game. Yeah. Right. Oh yes, Ike. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Well, and I mean, I think that's where having good management in your team really comes into play big time. You know, having good GMs and people that are really good at identifying high ceiling talent that has the potential to really um, elevate their play. You know, getting them up into the NHL and these players that can actually turn into substantial pieces of the puzzle for the team for years to come. You know what I mean? Instead of what you're talking about, where a team can get just kind of stuck into that rebuild, that constant rebuild mode, or even in just to that medium league mode. You know what I mean? Where they're not actually really competing at a high level. Um, those people up in the front office, having people up there that really know what they're doing. Not that it always works out, but having people that are good at identifying that kind of talent really is a big part of it as well. I think it doesn't always pan out, but having those people up there helps. Multiple Digimon games teased after new port announced. Following the release of Digimon Survive, which just came out this summer, Digimon fans have already another game to look forward to as of this week, with Bandai Namco announcing the Switch and Steam versions of Digimon World Next Order. And it's not just about like talent to prospects to bring in, when to pull them up, who has a high. It's like negotiating with other teams and these players that you know who can you get for who and when's the right time to get rid of somebody and what you can get back for those players and who's going to fit better to deal away and who can you bring in that's going to be a better piece of the puzzle. There's some really good people in sports that do fantastic jobs in filling that role of piecing together teams, because it's also not just always a matter of talent on teams. A lot of it has to do with chemistry, and hockey's one of those teams where chemistry plays a huge role, right? If you don't have personalities that fit well together and, those lines that you're trying to construct, they just don't have the same kind of play style and they don't flow well, it doesn't work, man. And, you can have amazing talent, but it doesn't necessarily always make up for the fact that you don't have that chemistry in the team and everything, right? On top of the recent release and the new ports of Next Order that'll come out on February 22nd, Bandai Namco's Digimon lead also teased that there are multiple projects in the works to expand the publisher's Digimon offerings. Kazuma Habu, the producer of Bandai Namco's Digimon games, said as much in a recent video that followed the port announcements. Habu thanked fans for playing the games and re-shared the announcement before teasing the multiple projects in the works. Quote, "Today I would like to announce that we have decided to release Digimon World Next Order on Nintendo Switch and Steam." Habu said currently we have multiple Digimon game projects in the pipeline. Specifics about these projects weren't mentioned, so we don't yet know what sorts of games the creators have in mind. As we've seen from the visual novel type experience in Digimon Survive, compared to, dude, I actually love it, bro. I love that Digimon's still a thing. I loved Digimon back in the day, man. I haven't really, taken a look at anything Digimon in a very long time, but yeah, dude, I know. Yeah, me too, man. Yeah. Yo, Gabs, what's up? What's up, Gabs? Uh, So as we've seen for the visual novel type experience that Digimon survived compared to what Next Order looks like, Digimon can be a lot of things in terms of new games. It's a monster raising training JRPG where you can raise and train two partner Digimon at the same time. Explore the digital world with them and battle with wild Digimon. A preview of the Next Order port from producer Takehiro Yokota explained. Yokota also said that the Switch and Steam versions of this Next Order game would boast some additional features not present in the original version that released years ago. They'll have a beginner difficulty mode for those who want an easier time, as well as a running feature that'll make it easier to traverse the game's world. Oh, you're sick? Man, I'm sorry. Gabs, that sucks. It's going around, dude. It's that time of the year. It's that time of the year. I hope it's not too bad, and I hope you get over it quick. We got a little bit of some funk sickness running around. Nothing bad, but just like some kind of coughing and congestion kind of stuff running around this household too, man. Oh, you got the flu? Oh no, Gabs, no! I'm sorry, my friend. That sucks. I hope you start feeling better really quick. That sucks. It's that time of the year, man. Digimon World, the next order will be out on February 22nd, so Digimon fans can look forward to that release and more new Digimon games in the future whenever Bandai Namco is ready to start talking about those. Yeah, get well soon, yeah. Transformers Beast Wars game is just what the franchise needs. So that's basically what we were always given whenever we were kids, except there wasn't tea in it. It was just whiskey with honey. Not always, but it was like it was, this will make you feel better. Just a little bit of whiskey with some honey and like some like ginger or something in it. And knock that right out. Transformers has had its ups and downs throughout its long history in gaming, but a proper Beast Wars game could put the franchise back on track after its recent lull. Transformers struggled to really make an impression in the game scene up until 2010 with the release of Transformers War for Cybertron, a third-person shooter developed by High Moon Studios and published by Activision. Activision had signed a deal with Hasbro back when the first Transformers reboot movie, directed by Michael Bay, released in 2007, and would be responsible for the future games that would cement Transformers in the gaming space, such as the sequel Fall of Cybertron in 2012 and Platinum Games' cel-shaded Transformers Devastation in 2015. Oh. Oh, nice, Gabs. That sounds awesome. Yeah. Gargle salt water. Yeah, that was always a thing for us too. This golden age for Transformers games wouldn't last as Hasbro and Activision's deal would eventually fall through in December 2017, halting game development and also taking the previously made games off the shelf since the licensing expired. Ever since, Transformers has mostly seen minor mobile game releases and has effectively disappeared from consoles and PC aside from tactical strategy game Transformers Battlegrounds. Even with the franchise and its myriad universes still constantly expanding, there haven't been any major game releases for nearly 5 years. The follow-up to the success of the Bumblebee movie, however, Transformers Rise of the Beasts, provides some guidance as to where the games may want to go next. Um, is this actually Okay. So there hasn't been any kind of. I thought this was going to be talking about like an announcement that Transformers Beast Wars was a game that had actually been kind of confirmed to be in the works. It's not. This is just a take from somebody that the Transformers universe is in need of a new game, and the Beast Wars kind of take from the Transformers universe is where the games should go at this point. So, nothing has been announced that Transformers is working on anything new. That's not what this article was. This was just kind of somebody's take on where they should start revamping the series and the gaming industry from. Yeah. Yeah, have you guys ever used one of those like those nasal pots, dude? Like you like flush out your nasal cavities and stuff. Have you guys ever done that? I don't know why it just made me think of that, but what do they call those things? I can't remember. 10 great games available on PlayStation Plus this month. Here you go. Um, Possibly no better time than right now to be a PlayStation Plus member, as the subscription service offers up an impressive slate of video games for users to play at no extra cost. Service is constantly updating and growing, giving players so many great options. Um, Those unaware of what PlayStation Plus offers might believe there are only some classic games there, and while that's fun, there are also some relatively new releases too. The games currently available include some modern classics, award winners, blockbusters, hidden gems, and so much more for every type of gamer out there. Batman Arkham Knight. I mean, at this point, from everything I'm hearing about Gotham Knights, you should probably just go play the Batman series. uh, the new Arkham Knights game is not being reviewed very well. There's no doubt the Arkham franchise is in the conversation for the best superhero game in history. While the earliest installments aren't available on PlayStation Plus, the most recent entry, Arkham Knight, is. Um, oh, cool! You got a new book. Sick, Gabs. What are you about to start reading? Bloodborne. Okay, Bloodborne as well. Ghost of Tsushima director's cut. Yeah. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Sick. Hollow Knight. Oh baby. Let's go. Uncharted 4. Scott Pilgrim versus the World. I don't know much about that title. The Bridge is the Bridgeton, or I'm not familiar. What's that about? Bridgerton. Is this like the same like the Netflix series? Marvel Spider-Man, Final Fantasy VII remake, Stray. Yeah, the book's like the series. Okay, yeah, right on, right on. Cool. Nice. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, my wife is a an avid book reader. That's her jam-a-lam, and my kids read a lot of books too. And all I ever hear is that books are always. Yes, that's what I was thinking too. But you know, um, I always hear that the books are just always so much better than the shows ever are. But I think in today's entertainment industry, I think a lot of directors and producers and everybody there, they're starting to take a real hard look at the fact that um, a lot of people really want our entertainment adaptations to be more closely aligned with what the text has to offer. So they're doing a better job of that, like Dune, the new It movies, things like that. Yes, Caps. There you go. Some lucky fans will get to play. Oh, yo, let me bring that back. Hold on. So that's actually some really great titles right there for PS Plus, guys. So If you got PlayStation Plus, those are some fantastic titles to get your hands on and get some gameplay in. Some lucky fans will get to play Sims 5 next week. The sources claim the project Rini, which is speculated to be The Sims 5, will soon begin pre-alpha playtesting with a select group of players. News sources claim that The Sims 5 will soon begin playtesting with a select group of players. The recent Behind the Sims Summit event revealed many details about the future of the franchise, including a brand new Sims title called Project Rini. A little is known about the Project Rini at the moment, but that hasn't stopped fans from speculating about the game, which is still many years off. We've read about the Sims 5 stuff here recently. A report from Insider Gaming claims emails have been sent out inviting select fans to a playtest of Project Rini. This news shared on the Insider Gaming Twitter account details that pre-alpha tests will begin October 25th and will exclusively focus on the building elements of Project Rini, which the email calls Workshop. The email also says that there will be a private Discord server for playtesters to offer their feedback, and that this version of Project Rini will also let players experience the new multiplayer elements of the game. Much of this report should be taken with a grain of salt, especially because the article makes Project Rini synonymous with The Sims 5. There's a fair chance Project Rini isn't The Sims 5, but an entirely different spin-off title. Yeah, quite possibly, because what we've heard about The Sims 5 is that we're talking about a game that isn't actually slated to be released until 2024, maybe even 2025. Oh my god, Sai, bro. 12-hour flight to Thailand. Whoa. That's a long one. That's a long one. One of the largest pieces of evidence against Sims 5 theories is Project Rini's crossplay abilities. It's been long touted that Sims 5 will have next-gen graphics and performance that beats The Sims 4, as it should, and The Sims 4 is already fairly taxing on the machines it runs on. The Sims 5 contains the next-gen quality that's been promising. It would no doubt have trouble running on a mobile device. It was also emphasized emphasized many times during the Behind the Scenes Summit that Project Rini is in incredibly early stages of development. Yeah, and is many years off from release. Yeah, exactly. On one hand, the new Sims multiplayer title, Project Rini, being in the pre-alpha state lines up with these claims, and it was stated that developers want to get feedback from players at every stage of the game. However, it's incredibly uncommon for such an unfinished title to be opened up to players. Most developers at least wait until an alpha stage. For now, players can only speculate about Project Rini, both on the subject of whether or not it's The Sims 5 and the validity of playtest rumors. Yeah, we'll find out. I'm sure that after this alpha playtest thing happens, we will get some more information as to what this playtest had to offer and what this project actually is, what this game was. I already kind of gave my my own advice on this front, or how I feel about this. Should you buy early access games on Steam? We'll skim this real quick and then I'll talk about it. Games in early access are usually a smidge cheaper than fully released ones, so there are potentially some savings involved. I talked about that whenever I found the article earlier, right? Not all games leave early access. I have a problem with that. And I was going to hit on that as well. And are early games worth it? Look, a lot of this is exactly what I knew it was going to be, and I think everybody's going to feel a bit different about it. I am not a big fan of games being able to just stay in early access for a stupid amount of time. Make the sim evil in the character stuff? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, let's go. Evil sims go. There are pros and cons to the purchasing of early access games. Yeah, Gabs, you got to throw this one in there too. You know what I mean? You can't leave out OA Evil. You know. There have been some amazing early access titles. Amazing. And early access is a very good thing for developers. To get a game out there that is in a very good playable state, but isn't necessarily finished yet. To get it out there, get players playing your title, get some feedback so that you can continue to evolve it in a way that fans of the game and a community and player base are going to enjoy and to continue evolving it, right? But I have a big problem with a game being in early access for years after it was ever initially put into early access. That doesn't make any sense to me. To me, it seems like there should be some kind of limit to what, how long a game should be able to be considered early access. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. If a game's been out for 2 to 3 years and they're just continuing to add more content and add more content and add more content, when does the early access ever stop? And that's not really early access anymore. You know what I mean? It's just taking advantage of what the early access actually is supposed to be. Now, in regards to should or shouldn't you be investing in early access games, again, like I said before, quite often for an early access title, you can get in there while the game isn't necessarily quite as expensive as it would be whenever it full releases. And if you're trying a game out in early access, you're really enjoying it, or its consensus appearing to be a very, very good title, you're really interested in playing it, it usually makes sense to go ahead and grab that title at that early access price point. There, so whenever the game drops full release and it increases in price, you're not having to pay that full price. But on the flip side of that, there's always the issue of sometimes buying into an early access game, it doesn't continue to evolve the way that you wanted it to or expected it to. The game might kind of die out, and then you're kind of out a bit of money for a game that you expected to do well, and it just dies, right? So I don't think there's anything wrong with buying into games in early access. You just have to kind of go under the assumption that there is always the possibility for a game to not kind of pan out the way you thought it was going to, right? Gamer, that's not a bad idea, dude. Gabs, I'm very much a not only like anything in life, I'm a shopper. I'm a shopper. That's why I try to always take a look at what I can do in the news segments and things like that with trying to help find free games for everybody or very, very good sales on any kind of gaming equipment or video games and things like that for this community, because that's the person I am as well, and if that's who I am, I'm going to do everything I can to get all of you guys the same kind of deals as well, So yeah, I can relate absolutely, but I think that's just there are pros and cons to it, right? And I think that's the biggest thing to note. Gotham Knights Bruce Wayne stripper video goes viral. A new video showcasing Bruce Wayne behaving like a stripper in Gotham Knights has sent the internet into a bit of a frenzy. Nice. What are you going to play, gamer? Gotham Knights is one of the biggest games of the fall season, but it doesn't seem to be making the splash the developers may have intended or hoped for. The game received middling reviews, and fans don't seem to be responding to it super well, especially after finding out that it runs at 30 frames per second locked. Given it's a new Batman Bat Family game, many are comparing it directly to Arkham series and noting Gaps. You're funny. And noting that it doesn't stack up to those titles, much to their disappointment. Some are also mocking some of the game's writing and narrative choices. One of the moments to get a lot of attention on social media. Yo, by the way, talking about the free game stuff, before I forget. Yeah. Oh, Persona 5, dude. Yo, let me know. Have you played any of it at all yet, gamer? Bro, epic. What's going on? We'll wait for that to pull up. Epic. What's happening, dude? Yeah, there we go. Check it out. So for one, before because I could have possibly forgotten. I know I broke off in the middle of a news segment there, but check it out, guys. Okay, yo, gamer, let me know how you feel about it, dude. People love Persona 5. People love the Persona games, and Persona 5 is supposed to be very good, so let me know. Evo Land, Legendary Edition, and Fallout 3 are free on Epic right now, guys. So go get your free games, man. Evo Land, Legendary Edition, Pinky was telling me that this game is supposed to be really, really cool. Where it starts out looking like an old Pokemon game. Look at this. Yeah, guys. It starts out looking like an old Pokemon game, then it evolves as you play forward into like these different. It's like the evolution of kind of gaming and stuff a little bit. You know, it gets into this whole like 3D world and everything as you play it more. This game looks pretty wild. Got loot, equipment. It's an RPG game. Looks pretty cool, man. And then, dude, you get the Fallout 3 Game of the Year edition. That's like all the DLC and everything. It's awesome. So don't forget to get your free games on Epic right now. Next week will be Saturnalia and Warhammer 40,000 Mechanicus, okay? But also, dude, the Halloween sale is going on Epic right now. They've got a lot of spooky games on sale if you're interested, okay? Just throwing that out there. But don't forget to get your free games. Free games, okay? I'm not sure exactly what the difference is either. I'm guessing it's a DLC thing. Persona 5 Royal probably has a lot of DLC stuff with it, I'm guessing. Usually that's the case. But I'm not positive either. I would have to look into it, dude. All right, getting back into the news. So one of the moments to get a lot of attention on social media regarding Gotham Knights is a clip of Bruce Wayne stripping and pole dancing on an ice sculpture of a penguin while the penguin himself yells at the billionaire. It's revealed that this was a video that Bruce Wayne wanted planted to keep people from thinking he's Batman and give him plausible deniability. With that said, a lot of people would probably question why a playboy philanthropist would likely have a ton of scars all over his body from years of crime fighting, but that's besides the point. The video has gained a lot of traction on social media and YouTube, just like it probably would within the world of the game. Given Batman has many interpretations, this isn't terribly egregious, but some people have responded negatively to this scene. That's hilarious, dude. Stray. Yeah. I have not played Stray, but you know what, Gabs, I want to very badly. Stray was a game that I have been following for quite a long time and was really excited about its release. And unfortunately, we were in the middle of Witcher 3 whenever it came out. So, yeah, it's supposed to be fantastic. And we had been following it for a very long time in this community before through its development process. It looked very cool. And I was really, really happy to see it come out and do very well. Yeah. So, it's on PS Plus. Yeah, maybe. It's a possibility. We have some other games slated on the schedule right now, but it's a possibility for sure. I want to play it very badly, so there's a good chance we get it played before too long. Yep. Absolutely. Yep. In Christopher Nolan's Dark Knight trilogy, Bruce Wayne does frequently make a fool of himself. He purchases a hotel so he can go swimming with models in a fountain and Batman Begins. He takes the entire Russian ballet from Gotham City on his yacht to create an alibi for a trip to Hong Kong, and more to keep up appearances. pole dancing with a penguin is certainly new, but perhaps not that out of place. Yo. I can't, dude. Oh, bro. Look at Batman, dude. Look at Batman. Oh, my God, dude. Yo, that's got to be the best part about this game so far. That's probably the best part. The best thing I've heard about Gotham Knights so far is that Bruce Wayne shows up stripping. Dude, me too. Me too. Oh, God, that's hilarious. But he was shaking it, dude. All right, this is the last article I have. This is the last article. If you guys have anything else to share, you want to talk about, let me know. yeah, I guess. Oh man. So Switch Online Surprise gives subscribers extra perks. Nintendo Switch users who are already subscribed to Nintendo's top tier version of its online service, the Switch Online Plus expansion pack option, have some more perks coming their way soon. These limited time offerings were announced by Nintendo this week as surprise additions to the benefits already included in the service and will be live starting on November 1st. They include double the gold points spent on eligible games and DLCs, as well as some icons that invoke the Nintendo 64 era. Okay. You can see some of the icons and stuff right there. Nintendo didn't specify what eligible digital games or DLC, like what games and DLC are, going to be applicable for getting the double points. But Nintendo does have a couple of high-profile releases coming up, so there's a good chance subscribers will be able to get double the gold points from purchases on things like Bayonetta 3, Pokemon Sword, and Pokemon Shield. This perk is going on in the UK as well, though that promotion said users would get twice the gold points on all Nintendo eShop purchases instead of just some of them. Oh, weird. But again, if there's something newish that you've been considering buying from the eShop, you probably don't have much to worry about in terms of eligibility. So these perks will not end until January 31st. So looks like we've got a nice chunk of time here. Few months. Stripper Man, Secret Identity. Yeah. A few months to get your double points and get some nice Nintendo 64 icons and stuff from Nintendo. Yep. That's what I've got, man. Oh, dude. Oh, my back is so tight. Flipping stupid shoulder blade muscle, dude, is all jacked up. That's what I got, guys. We're just gonna play Shatterline today. Tinwin again is not able to play Dead Space 3 again today. So yesterday was kind of hectic for me. I wasn't able to get prepared to play anything else other than Dead Space 3. Or I know. Here's what the play is going to be, though. I'm going to play a little bit of Shatterline today, and I'm going to make sure that moving forward, I've got some games to pivot into for the rest of Scaretober. So, we've still got Cultic we're going to play through. That'll only take a day. We've still got the Outlast games that we're going to play through the rest of the month as well. And in case something comes up where Tinwin isn't able to play a day or so moving forward of our co-op for Dead Space 3, I will have other games to pivot into, okay? So, I'll make sure we're good to go for the rest of the month for those titles. We'll get the rest of the Scaretober stuff going for the rest of the month. I'm just not ready. Yesterday was I had a lot of stuff going. Past few days I've had a lot of stuff going on. I just haven't been able to find a lot of time to get other games set up, downloaded, installed, ready to rock, and we've just had a lot of stuff outside of the my normal stream stuff going on. So, but by tomorrow I will. So if we need to pivot into something else, it won't be Shatterline moving forward for the rest of the month. It will either be Cultic or it will be the Outlast games, okay? And we'll get those played. So I do apologize. I was expecting to play Dead Space 3 again today, but unfortunately, it's not possible. Timwin let me know that not feeling great today and not going to be able to do the co-oping stuff. So hopefully Timwin starts feeling better. Hopefully, Gabs, you start feeling better as well. And we'll still play games. We'll have a good time. We'll just hang out. It's Sunday. It's chill. And it's cool, man. The big thing is that everybody starts feeling better and we have a good time. Yeah. But I will make sure that for the next 7 days, next week after today, for the rest of October, even if we need to run over a little bit, to get all the Outlast stuff done, it will be done. Okay, so we will have spooky games for the rest of the month. Okay, I know we've had some weird stuff happen this month that was unexpected, and I do apologize. We've had a few days where I had to be down that was unexpected, or a couple of days, and then we've had just some days where I was expecting to be playing Dead Space that wasn't possible because Timwin had stuff come up. So I'm sorry. It's been a weird thing, but I love you guys, and we'll get through it, and we'll keep playing spooky games starting tomorrow. Okay. Thanks to everybody that's part of this community and everybody that was part of this news segment. You guys rock. And if anybody's viewing this content on YouTube and you're enjoying the video gaming news, see what you can do about coming and hanging out with myself and the rest of these amazing people that are part of this community. When we go live at 6 o'clock a.m. CST every single day, and we start off all of our streams with video gaming news, okay? Other than that, everybody just stay healthy, stay safe, be kind to one another, and we'll get back at it tomorrow with October 24th edition of Video Gaming News, and it will either be Dead Space 3 Day 4 or Cultic, okay?